Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil Islam wa lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'an wa amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiba. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma thabbitna 'indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma ij'al amalana kullahu salihan waj'alhu liwajhika khalisan wa la taj'al li ahadin fihi shay'a. Amin ya rabbal alamin. We need to check our intention. We need to beg to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we get through this knowledge, because we know that Sarf is little hard, right? A lot of memorization is required, a lot of brain cells are required, and inshallah, if we beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is going to be easy on us. May Allah make our affair easy, and we need to work hard for that, right? We need to have true intention that we are here to learn the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no matter how much effort required on our part, inshallah. So last class we were talking about basically what is Sarf and how it works, right? So today a little more we are going to go about how it works and what is basically all about, and then inshallah we are going to start with the Mazid Fihi family 2. Why family 2? Why not family 1? Because family 2, like Mazid Fihi families from family 2 to 10, they are basically have set patterns, and family 1, inshallah, we are going to come back, because once we are familiar with that family 2 to 10, inshallah, then family 1 will become easy on us as well, inshallah. So as we are saying, okay, family 1, family 2, and then we are talking about Thalathi Mujarrad, you heard that term, and then you heard the term Thalathi Mazid Fihi, right? So basically what is that af'al in Arabic are going to be divided according to the number of haruf in there. So abwabus sarf could be, basically they can have 3 letters, only 3 letters, right? If they have only 3 letters, then what do we call them?
Thalathi Mujarrad.
Thalathi Mujarrad. And when I say only 3 letters, what siga I am referring to?
Family 1.
No, when I say only 3 root letters, you would be able to see in what siga?
Fi'l Madi.
Fi'l Madi and
Huwa.
Huwa. Okay. Fi'l Madin and Huwa version. So basically that is our template. That is the one we are going to keep referring to. And I'm not gonna tell every time that I'm referring to Fi'l Madi Huwa, right? So when I say Salasi Mujarrad are going to have only 3 letters, so you should know that what siga I am referring to. Okay, so we are always gonna refer to Fi'l Madi and Huwa version. Why Fi'l Madi and Huwa version only? Someone's mic is on and I can hear my echo. So when we say Naswara, right, you don't see any extra letter. We have, these are Harufe Asli, yani, meaning that they are the 3 root letters. So in Naswara, we're gonna say that, okay, Noon, Swad, and Ra are the root letters. Noon is my Fa kalima, Swad is my Ain kalima, and Ra is my Lam kalima, right? And they all have Fatha, Fatha, Fatha. Fa'ala is the another name we can say. If I say what is the wazn of Noon, Sad, and Ra, what should be your answer? It's Fa'ala, right? But Fi'l Madi Huwa version. Okay, now if I say Naswa Ru, and I say these are only 3 root letters. Yes, there are only 3 root letters, right? But I see something extra as well, right? So that's why, to avoid confusion, we always use Fi'l Madi Huwa version. Because what is this Waw standing for?
Plural.
Hum.
Yeah, so this is telling us that the siga is hum over here. And what is this alif doing here?
That's the Mazid. Alif
Noon
Zaid.
drop. Noon
Alif
drop.
Zaid.
Just for the help.
That is, yeah, this alif just showing that this is a fail.
Plural.
This is basically a sign telling us that this is a fail. Okay, so it has nothing to do with grammar or anything. That basically could be the writing style.
Can we have a PDF for this cup?
I did not share. I
I
think
did.
I shared.
It was shared in the group.
It's there.
I think you are not in the main group. Are you?
No, I was kicked out from the main group at
Why?
I don't know. It was just came out.
Really?
Yeah. And
Okay, I'm gonna add you back, inshallah, after the class. Okay, remind me.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so in Salasi, only 3 harfu asli gonna be over there, right? And then there can be some afal who gonna have 4 root letters. And even in 4 root letters, there are going to be mujarrad and mazid fihi as well, subhanallah. And then there are going to be some verb that are going to have 5 root letters. So when we say abwab of Sarf, so basically we are referring that afal are kind of categorized according to the number of haruf in the letter, in the word, sorry, right? So Salasi, when the fail has only 3 root letters, then we are going to divide into 2, Mujarrad and Mazid fihi, right? And Mujarrad, we are referring to family 1, and then family 1 has how many subfamilies?
6.
6 more subfamilies. Okay, then Mazid fihi, from family 2 to
10.
10. That is our Mazid Fihi family. Then in same thing gonna happen in Rubai. So in Rubai we can have Mujarrad and we can have Mazid Fihi. Not that many bab, right? But still there can be some abwab of Mazid Fihi in Rubai as well. And then Khamsi or Khamasi, right? So 5 root letters. But in Quran Pak, most of the words are Salasi. So 3 root letters. So that's why our focus gonna be more on Salasi. We are not worrying about Rubai or Khamsi. So what are the example of Mujarrad? Naswara. Do you see any extra letter?
No.
Daraba, Kharaja, Zahaba, Akala. Right? So just 3 root letters. That's why. What is the meaning of Mujarrad?
Original.
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 Original. Okay. So over here, you can say Haruf Asli. Haruf Asli. So only Haruf Asli are 3 in the in family 1. Then what are the example of Mazid Fihi? Istanswara. From Naswara, I can take this Nasara into family 10 in Mazid Fihi, and 1 bab could be Istanswara. What do you guys see extra over there?
Sin and Ta. And Hamza. Hamza
What is
Sin.
extra?
Hamza, Sin, Ta.
Yeah, not only Sin and Ta.
Yeah.
Okay, how many letters are extra?
3. 3.
3. Okay, so Alif, Sin and Ta. Right? Or Hamza, Sin and Ta. You're gonna say Ista family. We can also remember, going to remember this family as Ista family. And 3 letters are extra in there. Now, next one, from Daraba, I can go the Daraba. How many extra letters here?
Alif 1.
2. Ta and Hamza.
Which one?
Where is what this Ta is doing? Do you think this is Mudariya? Okay, if you guys, you know this family, when we are going to learn about it, that
Yeah,
is
yeah. No.
yeah.
This is Tasa'ala. Tasa'ala.
The Daraba is like Ta'awana, Tasa'ala, yes, right? So extra Ta, but you're gonna confuse it with Mudariya. But why? What is our clue that we should not confuse it with Mudariya?
Alif.
The second ending should be a Dhamma. So that's not that.
Exactly, Dhamma. Okay. So if it was Mudariya, then Mudariya always going to end on Dhamma. But there is no Dhamma here. So that should give you an idea that this is not Mudariya, this is Madi. Because even in Madi, there is going to be some family which is going to start with Ta. Okay. Then Khwarwaja. And from that, I can create Mazid Fihi and Akhurwaja. What is extra here?
Hamza.
This Hamza is extra. So Naswara mean he helped. He helped. What is Istanswara mean?
He begged for help.
Exactly. He was asking for help. He begged for help, right? He pleaded for help. Daraba. He hit. The Daraba would be So this alif is basically action is happening between two parties, right? So two people are hitting each other basically. Then kharaja, he exited. So the action is happening to himself, right? Someone exited from some place. And then akhraja would be what?
He was made.
Someone made someone to leave. Okay.
We can't hear you. Teacher, we can't hear you.
Yeah, no sound.
Teacher, your sound is not working. Teacher, your sound is not working. Mic is gray instead of green. The color on the mic. Teacher, we can't hear you. Teacher, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong today. Why it's logging off over and over. Okay, so we were over here. Nope. Okay, so we were on akala.
No.
Akala. What does akala mean?
To eat.
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 We were still on akhraja.
Yes, we were on akhraja.
Okay, so kharaja mean he exited, and akhraja would be
Someone
made
made someone to leave.
Yeah, he made someone to exit, right? Then dhahaba, he left. Istadhaba would be
He was asked to
someone,
leave.
yeah, he asked someone to leave, right? Then akala, he ate. And what would be akala?
Is it he asked someone to leave or he was asked by someone to leave?
Istazhaba, he made someone leave. No, he asked someone leave.
So he himself did not leave, but he asked another person to leave.
Yeah, he's asking someone to
Which
leave.
form it is?
Isn't that in order then? It's like a uzhaba.
No.
Wouldn't that be like a dhamma on the alif? Like if
No,
he's
this is
ordering some
Ista family. This is like Istaghfara family, right? Istaghfara family.
Family 10.
Oh, family 10.
So like you know Ghafara? What does Ghafara mean?
He forgive.
Asked
Forgave.
for forgiveness.
He forgave.
He forgave.
Forgave,
He
yeah.
forgave, and Istaghfara would be
He asked for forgiveness.
he begged for forgiveness. So same you can put over here, right? Zahaba mean he left, and Istadhaba would be he asked to leave.
Okay. Jazakallah khair.
Then Akala, he ate, And akala would be he made someone
Eat.
And what is extra in akala?
Hamza.
Hamza. Like same akhraja. Since it has two hamzas, right? So now this one has become the mad, right?
So it's
And
Aslama family, no?
Sorry?
It goes to Aslama family, right?
Aslama
four, right?
family, yeah. Aslama family, yeah.
So there are two people involved here. Akala.
No, two people are involved when after the first root letter there is alif like that, like ta'awana
Right.
or jahada, right? Then
So would be akala. That's what it would
yeah,
make
that
it.
would be different, but I don't think so that comes in that family. Not every word gonna go in each and every family, right? Doesn't make sense. So it can go in different babs according to the need and where it is making sense. Two people are making each other eat, yes. Possibility is there. Okay, I can hear my echo. Mahreen, I'm gonna make you a co-host and please can you take care of it?
Recording in progress.
Where is Mahreen?
Two mics are open. Two mics are open.
Whose mic is it?
Yasmin Kareem and
Okay, can you guys please mute yourself? No, they are all muted, alhamdulillah. Okay. Yes, so and now Rubai, same gonna happen that we are going to have Rubai Mujarrad and Rubai Mazid Fihi. The example of Rubai Mujarrad is it is going to the to be on the wazn of Fa'lala. Fa'lala. Okay. So actually Fa, Ain and Lam, you can see, and then they added one extra Lam to it. And the example in Quran Pak, we see the word zalzala, right? Zalzala. And what is how beautiful it is when you say zalzala, right? Even this za had buzzing sound, right? So you feel shaking even when you are pronouncing that word. Subhanallah. And then damdama. So nothing is extra over there. This is Rubai Mujarrad. Dal mim, damdama. Mean to distract. तबाह कर देना किसी चीज को.
Vasvasa. ठीक है vasvasa.
Subhanallah, waswasa, right? It's like whispering, right? And waswasa literally mean whispering of shaitan. Subhanallah. How beautiful it is. So in Rubai Mujarrad, you're gonna have that kind of pattern. Kantwara. Kantwara is it's like someone having prayer. Kintar, right? In Surat Al Imran, it is used. The mountains of wealth, right? It was talking about Bani Israel, that some of them, like they are very honest. If they take a loan or money from you, they are going to return it even though they took a penny from you. But some are that even they have mountains of money, right? And they are not going to give it back to you because they are thinking that you are like the people who does not worth anything, right? Because they used to think of very high of themselves, right? So since they are not from their tribes or lineage, so that's why they don't care. Whatever they can do to you, and they have right to do it, basically. So they can take your right. So the word kintar is used over there, that some are very honest, even they are going to return a penny, and some they are not going to give you back, even though you keep asking them, because they think that you don't worth anything. Sometimes we think, right, these are kuffar, right, and so we can damage them or take their rights however we can, right? So basically that is the idea. Then we have dahraja, and then asa, right? So these are some of the example of mujarrad. And then in rubai mazid fihi tafa'alala. So what is the extra in tafa'alala? This ta.
Ta and la.
No, only ta.
Okay.
Fa, ain, lam, lam, because we need 4 letters in there. This is rubai, right? So only ta is extra over here. So from zalzala, it will become tazalzala. Then tadahraja. So tazalzala, same shaking. Tadahraja, sleeping off. Tabakhtara, walking arrogantly. If run qa. So tadahraja, same, just extra ta. Tabakhtara, just extra ta. And what is extra in if run qa? So ra, noon, qaf, ain. So these are the, no, okay. You know, this is like in qalaba family.
Yeah, in
So
Kolaba.
this noon is extra, alif and noon. So the root letters are fa, ra, qaf, and ain. If run qa'a, to means to separate something. So 2 extra letters are over here, hamza and noon. Okay, so now let's see that from one word, how many words we can derive. So who come first, egg or chicken?
Masdar.
Masdar. So masdar come first, and from masdar we derive madi. How many siga in madi? 14 sigas,
14.
right?
14.
We can derive mudariya. How many sigas? How many sigas
14.
in mudariya? 14.
14.
And then masdar, how many, how we can conjugate masdar?
It's ism no Sada, so we can do its status.
Sorry, I didn't get it, Reshma.
Masdar is ism, so it should have only status.
Muslimun chart.
Yeah.
So we can have Muslimun chart. When I'm saying conjugating, that's what I mean. Okay. So we can have Muslimun chart from a masdar, but not the feminine version, only the masculine version, right? And then we can have fahuwa, like ism file, right? So from ism file again, we can drive full Muslimun chart. So we can have Madi, Mudariya, Masdar, Ism File, right? So then Madi Majhul, Madi Mudariya, again Masdar, Ism Maf'ul. And these sigas, Majhul sigas and Ism Maf'ul, we can derive only from what kind of word? What kind of word?
Transitive.
Mutaddi. Right? So the afal that are lazim, we cannot derive passive out of them, right? So basically in we will see in family 2 to 10, there are two families which we cannot derive passive out of them. Then we can have amr, we can have nahi. How many sigas in amr? 6, right? And 6 are in our nahi. Then even zarf we can have partially Muslim chart, right? And then what else? In family 1, even we're gonna have some more extra members for our Sarf Kabir, sorry, Sarf Sagir, and that could be Isam Ala. What is Isam Ala mean? To drive a tool out of it. For example, we have Samia, right? What does Samia mean?
He heard.
He heard. And from that, what could be the Isam Ala? The hearing aids, right? Something that is helping you in hearing, right? And that would be misma'un.
Yeah.
Right? And then there are 3 versions. We can drive basically 3. Misma'un, misma'atun, and misma'un. Right? So 3 versions of it. And then we can have Isam Mubalgha, we can have Sifatul Mushabba, we can have Isam Tafdeel, we can have Isam Mukabbir, we can have Isam Tasghir. What is Isam Mukabbir and Isam Tasghir?
Ism Mukabbir is the superlative degree.
Yeah, to make something bigger. For example, if the example of Isam Tasghir I can think of is, we always can remember Hassan. Hassan, and then Hussein.
Sorry.
Right? So Hussein is little Hassan. Or when we say Bunayya, right? What is Bunayya? My Chusha baby.
It's my son.
My Chotu baby.
Son.
Yes, my little baby. Right? So this is Bunayya. And that is basically some tasweer. And sometimes we do some tasweer in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. For example, when someone is little, कोई उसका height किसी की कम हो तो उर्दू में हम क्या बोलते हैं उसको, right? So something like that. तो वो एक it could be in a bad way or it could be in a good way. किसी को mock करने के लिए, whenever we are mocking at someone, sometime we use some tasweer. So the masdar is the mother word, and then we derive many afal and many asma out of it. How many afal we are driving and how many asma we are driving? How many afal? Madi, 1, Mudariya 2,
8.
and then Majhul is 3.
Yeah, Majhul.
Mudariya is 4.
4.
And then Amar is Amar is
Amar.
5 and Nahi
Nahi.
6. So 6. And how many Asma?
Ism file, ism maf'ul.
Masdar is Ism,
Masdar also is a
Five.
yeah.
right?
5.
Masdar is Ism, so 1.
Ism mubalagha.
Ism file number 2.
True.
And Ism maf'ul number 3.
3.
Zarf.
Zarf.
Zarf number 4. So
Yes.
these are from family 2 to 10. And these is some mubalga, sifatul mushabba and all that is going to be only from family 1. Okay, so basically we can say that, okay, from any sarf kabir, sarf sagir, mostly we are driving 6 afal, right, and 4 asma.
Ustada,
Hmm.
what is Isma? It is a machine. Ala means
Tool.
thank you.
Alat. In Urdu we say alat, right? Okay, so that was basically, we saw that 6 and 4. 6 is our afal and 4 are our asma. We derive from verb, one verb, right? And that is basically our sarf sagir template. Okay, then asma could be of 2 kinds. Asma could be like ism we derive from any masdar. They could be of 2 kinds, ism jamid or ism mushtaq. Ism jamid is the ism that we can, it doesn't come from any ism itself, neither we can derive anything out of it. For example, qalamun. Now we cannot create madi, mudariya out of it. Kalam is kalam. It's just a thing. Kursi. So we cannot create madi, mudariya out of it. Jidarun mean diwar, the wall. We cannot create any. We cannot create all these asma and afal out of it. So basically we cannot do sarf, any kind of sarf with them. So that's why we are calling them that they are ism jamid. And then what is ism masdar? Like the masdar that we derive everything, that is something, it is basically the place of something we can derive from. So ऐसा ism जो किसी काम का नाम हो. It is written in Urdu, but I'm gonna say in English as well. So basically what is ism masdar? Ism masdar is a name of the action, right? We talk about it last class. इसम मस्तर से बहुत से अस्मा बनते हैं और तमाम अफ़ाल इसी से निकलते हैं. So basically we are saying that इसम मस्तर is the mother word, right? And from that we derive all these asma and afal, and we just talked about them. And the example over here is nasarun, and from that we can have nasirun, right? The one who helped. So this is the ism file. And mansurun, the one who is being helped, right? So mansurun would be the person who is being helped, that would be mansur. Then zikrun, to mention something, and zakirun would be the one who do zikr, who mention someone. And then mazkurun would be the thing or the person that is being mentioned. So that was masdar basically. And now we are talking about that from masdar, when we are driving all these asma, we are not talking about afal over here, asma we are talking about. They could be jamid, right? Or they could be mushtaq. What is mushtaq mean? Mushtaq literally, you can remember the word shaqqa. What is shaqqa mean? Something
Split.
split open, yeah, right? Something just split open and something is gushing out of it. So that's why we can see how many words are gushing out from one word, right? So this is ism mushtaq, and this is the ism that we can derive further many asma. And basically the asma that we derive from, there could be 7 of them. What are they? Ism file. Everyone know what is ism file, right? It could be on the pattern of fa'ilun, like we just saw the word nasirun, right? Or it could be on the pattern of muallimun. Only these 2 patterns you're gonna find for making ism file. What pattern did I mention? It could be on the wazan of fa'ilun. Or what is this wazan? Can someone think of what could be this pattern? So we have mu, then we have fa kalima, then we have ain kalima. Ain kalima has tashdid on it, right? So mu, fa, and then it is going to take a kasra, and then my last root letter. But it is making mufa'ilun. And that is, I'm talking about only family 2. Okay, so mufa'ilun going to be family 2, but this is set pattern for fa'ilun. Fa'ilun for sure you're gonna have in family 1, any word you take it and you can just put on the pattern of fa'ilun and you will get ism file. But for family 2 to 10, what gonna happen? You need to remember, because they have different members and different extra letters, right? So there could not be just one pattern, but you should remember that whatever word you have, you are going to add mu to it. So it is always going to start with mu. Okay, and then you are going to find out the middle root letter. For example, in alima, what was the middle root letter? Islam, right?
Yeah.
So you are going to leave the first kalima, whatever is extra, you're gonna leave it, and then you are going to find the middle root letter. So middle root letter is, let's say, is our ain, right? You are going to give this kasra, that's it. So that is basically the rule. The middle root letter should have kasra, inshallah. We are going to talk about it. I should not be confusing you guys over here. Okay, so right now you can just remember the easy pattern, fa'ilun. So ism file from family 1. Let's just talk about family 1. We are not going to go family 2. So in family 1, it is going to be the on the pattern of fa'ilun. Ism maf'ul is going to be on the pattern of maf'ulun. Easy and simple. Whatever word you have, you're gonna just give it the wazn of maf'ul, and that's it. For example, our word nasara, how we can make ism maf'ul? What would be the ism maf'ul for
Mansurun.
yeah, exactly, right? Maf'ulun mansurun. That's it. We got our ism maf'ul. Then we are going to have ism zarf. Okay, there is going to be a set pattern for ism zarf. Ism ala. And what is ism zarf mean? Time.
Place or time.
Place.
Time and
Time
Zaman
and
makan.
place.
Zaman makan.
Yes, time and place of the action. What is ism ala?
Tool of.
instrument.
Tool. For example, I just gave you example of
Miftah.
Samia, right? From Samia, you can have
Misma.
misma'in, which is like hearing aid, or we have the word fataha. What does fataha mean?
Open. He
To
opened.
open. Fataha. Now, what would be the ism ala?
Miftahun.
Miftahu.
Key,
Key.
right?
Key.
The one that opened the door, right? So it could be miftahun, we say, right? Miftahun. Is that a miftahun plural or
Plural will be mafatihun.
yeah, so they have different pattern, right? So miftahun, like we say misma'un. So they can take different pattern, but that is basically ism ala out of it. Okay, then ism tafdil. We talked about ism tafdil many times, right? Superlative or comparative. So when we are comparing two things or we are comparing one thing with everyone, then it is superlative. Ism mubalagha, we talked about a lot, right? Basically, that is the action is happening in abundance very frequently. It has quality and quantity in it, right? It has shiddat in it, intensity in it, right? Abundance, all that stuff is ism mubalagha. Then ism sift. Ism sift is some inherent quality of someone or something, right? The easy example is we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Rahim, right? So this Rahim is the sifa, and how it is different than we say Mosuf sifa, right? That is different. Ism sifa is basically the inherent quality of someone or something, and that is permanent. Okay, that is the difference between the other sifa Mosuf. Ism mastar, nasruns, and then we these are basically ism file is nasirun or nasiratun, so this is masculine and feminine. Ism maf'ul is mansurun and mansuratun, and then ism zarf is manswarun, so time and place of help, manswarun. Ism ala is minswarun, right? So the tool, whatever tool someone used to help, that would be minswarun. Ism tafdil is answaru. Ism sift is nasirun. So someone has this quality that he go out of way to help someone all the time, and that is the permanent quality of that person, nasirun. Ism mubalagha, naswarun, ghaffarun, Kaharun, Jabbarun, right? All these names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they are ism mubalagha. And that Shadda is telling that it is happening over and over, right? And it has quality and quantity in it. It has shiddat in it. Ism mukabbir would be kabir, on the pattern of kabir. Ism mukabbir, like when we are saying that someone is big, making someone big, like we do ism tasghir, right? Out of love or out of joke, we are making someone little, right? Over here, we are making someone big. And that would be on the pattern of Nasarun. So Isam Mukabbir would be on the pattern of Nasarun. Subhanallah. So Nasrun would be the masdar, Nasara would be the fi'l madi, and then Nasarun would be Isam Mukabbir. So see how harika, just little haraka, and the meanings change. Right? So that's why we need to be very careful when we are reciting Quran Pak. Isam Musawwir Tasghir Nuswairun Husaynun pattern, right? So the little one who helped. Little helper, or we can say, right? So everyone is good so far? Hello?
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Okay, so now everyone is cool with the term mujarrad and mazid fihi. Can someone explain me what is mujarrad and what is mazid fihi?
Mujarrad is the originals that has the original 3 root letters.
Hmm.
And Mazid Fihi is the one that has extra something added to it.
Mm-hmm. And example?
Mujarrad will be Nasara.
Hmm.
Mazid Fihi could be Nasara with extra alif in there.
Nasara, like
Nasara.
like jahada.
Jahada, yes.
Jahada, good.
Mm.
Yeah. So what's the difference between Naswara, family 1, and you said Naswara? How the meanings are different?
Okay, the first one is the first person help, like
He
Nasa,
helped.
who he helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the second one is they're helping each other.
Exactly. So 2 parties are helping each other. Very good, mashallah. Barakallah fiki. So we are learning these family for a reason, right? So in translation, we might not see the difference, but as a grammar student, we will see the difference, right? So that's why these to know why when one word, one mujarrad go to different mazid fihi family, what is the implication over there? This is really important to know. That's why we are learning all these families. Now all Sarf families can be grouped into 2 large groups. We already know that mujarrad and mazid fihi. And now mujarrad, the distinguished feature of mujarrad family is that their container in the huwa version of the past tense has no extra letters. It consists of only of harakat, right? Okay, now when we say family 1, it could be naswara, only 3 root letters, right? It could be karuma, nothing extra, mujarrad. Sami'a, nothing extra. Daraba, mujarrad. Fahima, mujarrad. Kabura, mujarrad. But what is the difference? Do they sound like same?
The harakas are different.
Exactly. So that is really important. When their haraka are different, that makes them different from other family, right? And sometimes you will see that okay, let's not talk about it, that would be confusing, but we should just make a note of it that in mujarrad family, this is how we are going to distinguish that what bab is, that what is the subfamily that fail belongs to. It depends on the haraka, on the middle root letter, not on the first root letter, not on the last root letter, but on the middle root letter. So basically the middle root letters haraka is going to let us know what bab this fail belongs to. Okay, so now what is jazar? If I ask you, if I give you the word, let's say we have the word inqalaba. What is the jazar of it? What is jazar mean, first of all?
Root letters.
Root letters.
And what root letters do you see in inqalaba?
Qaf lam ba.
Qaf
lam ba.
Qaf lam ba.
Qaf, lam, and ba. Right? How do we know? Because we know the word qaf, lam, and
Extra
ba.
letters.
It is the qalb, right? And then we can think of, okay, these two letters are extra with that, so that is telling us that this is not mujarrad, rather this is mazid fihi family,
Mazid
right?
fihi.
Yeah, so this is in qalaba. And if I ask you, what is the wazn of this word in qalaba?
Daraba was on the
No,
wazn of the.
No, when I say wazn,
Fa'ala.
No. Fa.
Okay, okay.
Three letters version.
Fa'ala. Fa'ala.
Fa'ala.
If
okay, I'm gonna,
infa.
so what you are going to let's see over here. So we said that, okay, qaf is my fa kalima, right?
Yes.
Lam is my
Ain kalama.
ain kalima, and ba is my
Lam kalama.
lam kalima. And now I'm gonna give them the haraka, whatever they have over on top of it. So I'm gonna put fa,
Ana.
fatha, and fatha. And now what I need to do, whatever are extra letters, I'm gonna put beside it.
Yeah.
And what does that say now?
Infa'ala.
This is how you are going to tell me the wazn of it.
Infial.
That is
In-
masdar. That is masdar. I'm not talking about masdar over here. I just said, tell me what is the wazn of this word over here.
Fa'ala.
No, this is not on the wazn of fa'ala.
Infa'ala.
Infa'ala.
Yes, this is the wazn. So jazar is, when I ask you what is the jazar of this word, you're gonna say the jazar of this word is qaf, lam, ba.
Ba.
The jazar is qaf, lam, and ba. And when I ask you what is the wazn of it, your answer should be in fa'ala.
Infa'ala.
Infa'ala.
Now, what is the jazar of aslama?
Afala.
Teen
Afala.
lam mim.
Afala. Afala.
Teen lam mim.
Ladies, listen to my question.
Teen lam mim.
When I say jazar, you need to tell me the jazar of it. What is the
Root.
jazar?
Teen lam
Teen
mim.
lam mim.
Sin, lam, and mim are the jazar. Now, tell me what is the wazn of it?
Aslama.
Af'ala.
Afala. Afala.
So,
Oh.
sin is my
Fa.
fa kalima, lam is my,
Ain.
and then mim is my lam kalima. And I need to give a spoon over here.
Yes.
I need to give a fatha over there, and then I need to bring this hamza. Now, pronounce that.
Af'ala.
Afala.
So, what is the wazn?
Af'al.
Af'ala.
Afala.
Fa'al.
Af'ala. Now, let's move on. Jahada. What are the jazar?
Jim he dal.
And dal.
Jim, ha,
He
and
dal.
dal. Now, what is the wazn?
Fa'ala.
Jim is my
Fa kalma.
fa kalima. Very good.
Fa'ala.
Fa'ala.
Now,
Fa'ala.
where is my ain kalima?
Ha.
Ha.
Ha is my ain kalima.
Fa'ala.
Dal is my lam kalima. And what haraka I'm gonna give over here, right? Now, what is extra?
Alif.
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 I need to put alif over here. And now I have to pronounce.
Fa'ala.
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 Fa'al.
Okay, so fa'ala, this is the pattern. And this is the basically wazn of it. Now, tafarraqa. What are the jazar here?
Faraka.
Okay, remember our jazar is only 3 root over here because we are talking about Thalasi.
Okay, faraka.
So you're gonna say fa, ra, and ka. So what is the jazar?
Faraka.
Fa, ra, and kaf. Even though we know that ra is twice, but we know that is going to be extra because we need only 3 root letters. We are not talking about rubai over here. We are not talking about khamasi. We are talking about salasi. Right? So I need only 3 root letters, which is fa, ra, and ka. Now, what is the wazn?
Tafa'ala.
Tafa'ala.
Very good. Now you guys get it, okay? So fa is, I'm gonna say one more time, and this is how you are going to do it. You guys are going to write certain words, maybe 5 or 10 words in your page, and this is how you are going to do a practice, and inshallah very soon then you don't have to write and you would be pro on it. So this fa is my fa kalima, right? Ra is my ain kalima. I'm gonna leave a space because I know that there is going to be extra, or I can just put extra over here. And then qaf is my lam kalima, and then I have extra ta over here. I need to give the same harika that I have over here, right? So shadda over here and fatha over here. And how I'm gonna pronounce is
Tafa'ala.
tafa'ala. Tafa'ala. Making sense?
Yes. Yes.
Next one. Ta'amana. What are the jazar?
Ain, waw, noon.
Ain, waw, and noon. And what is the jazar? Oh, sorry, that was the
Ain,
jazar.
waw,
What is the wazan?
Tafa'ala.
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 So where is my fa kalima?
Tafa'ala.
Wow is my ain
Ain.
kalima. Noon is my lam kalima. And it has fatha, fatha. And then I have extra alif over here. And I have ta over here. So that would be
Tafa'ala.
tafa, tafa'ala. So this is the wazan. Now, istaghfara. Jazar.
Ghain fara.
Ghain, fa, and ra. And what is the wazan now?
Istafala.
Very good.
Istafala.
Istafala. Istafala. Very good. Very good. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So now we are going to see how Salasi Mazid Fihi family is gonna look like. So we are starting from where? Family 2. Family 2 would be Allama Yu'allimu. We need to memorize this pattern. I see so many mics open. Can you guys mute? I know you guys were participating. Now you guys mute yourself because I hear echo. Okay, so if, we are going to start with family 2. And family 2, Allama. What is the jazar?
Ain, lam, mim.
Ain, lam.
Very good. So jazar is ain, lam, and mim. What is the wazan?
Fa'ala.
Very good. You guys are pro now. Alhamdulillah. Fa'ala. Fa'ala. And then its mudariya is set. It is always going to be on the pattern of yu'allimu. So what is the wazn of yu'allimu?
يفعل
يفعل.
Very good. Yufa'ilu. So I don't know, whatever word I gave you in the world, you do not even know the meaning, but you should be able to turn that into mudariya when I gave you some word from family 2, because it is set pattern. So allama will always be yu'allimu. Allama would be yu'allimu. Kallama. Kallama would be
يكلم.
يكلم.
very good. Kallama means he spoke. Yukallimu, he speaks. And from that masdar we derive is takliman. Everything in family 2 to 10, their masdar, ism fa'il, ism maf'ul, everything would be set. We don't have to worry about it. So we need to just memorize one template, and whenever we have to put any word in that certain template, we would be able to, because we know how to what is the wazn and how we can put that into that pattern, into that template. So
Can you,
allama,
can you
yes,
repeat the master for this one? يكلم.
inshallah we will see. It is just we're gonna inshallah talk about family 2 today if we have time, and
Yes.
inshallah we are going to memorize it. So right now you can just remember these 2 words. So madi and mudariya, that's it. Allama will always be yu'allimu. And note that mudariya always going to start with oo sound. Okay, we remember, if you guys remember, when we were doing Sarf, we were doing our afal. So nasara will be yansuru.
ينصر.
Yansuru, right? But in family 2, or I should say that whenever our letters in any fail are how many letters are over there in allama?
4.
4.
So remember that rule. Whenever our madi hua version in family 2 to 10, okay, I'm talking about mazid fihi, because 4 letters are going to be only in where?
Family 3.
Mazid fi.
In mazid fihi, right? Not in family 1. In family 1 there are always going to be 3 letters, right?
Letters.
But in family 2 to 10 we can have some extra members in the family, right? For example, in allama we see that 1 letter is extra, right? So we have fa, ain and lam, right? Or you can say ain, lam and mim, right? So it's supposed to be ain, lam and mim, but this lam is extra. So we have 4 letters here, right? Everyone can see that we have 4 letters here.
Yes.
So whenever we have in our madi hua version 4 letters, our mudariya always going to start with oo sound. One more time. Whenever in mazid fihi our madi hua version has 4 letters, then our mudariya is always going to start with oo sound. Can someone repeat that?
Whenever our mazi is 4 letters, our mudariya will start with dhamma.
Can you add mazid fihi as well?
Yes, mazid fi.
One more time. Someone else need to repeat it.
Whenever Madi Hua version Mazid Fihi which is family from 2 to 10, Mudariya will always start with U sound.
Perfect. So whenever we have 4 letters in our Madi, Huwa version, in Mazid Fihi families, our Mudariya always going to start with U sound. And these are going to be certain just few families, right? And inshallah, when we will see U sound, we would be able to know that, okay, this is the family. Okay, so Allama will always be yu'allimu. Allama yu'allimu. And how we are going to recognize this family?
Shadda?
Yes.
And the
Middle root letter is going to have a shadda. Okay, so that is basically the marker of this family. Then this is family 2. Family 3, jahada yujahidu. What is the jazar?
Jim ha dal.
Jim He Dal.
Jim
Very
ha
good.
dal.
Jim, ha, and dal. What is the wazan?
Fa'ala.
Very good. Fa'ala. Fa'ala. Right? So we have extra alif over here. And this extra alif has the meaning. What is the meaning of this extra alif?
between 2 people.
Between 2 partners.
Between 2
Exactly.
persons.
The
2 people.
action is happening between two parties. Subhanallah. Right? We say jihad. Jihadun nafs. Right? So our nafs, we are struggling with it. We are fighting over it, with it in certain things, right? So that is basically jihad. And what else do you notice? Jahada. How many letters in our Huwa version? In Madi?
4.
4 letter.
4. And see, our Mudari is starting with U.
Oh, right.
Subhanallah. So we got an easy clue to remember now. Jahada will be yujahidu. So what is jahada mean? He struggled, and yujahidu, he is struggling, or he will struggle, or he struggles. Now number 4. So that is our family 4. Aslama yuslimu. What is the jazar?
Sin Lam Mim.
Lam mim.
Very good. Sin, lam, and mim. What is the wazan?
Af'ala.
Afala. Very good. Afala is the wazan. And yufilu, the Mudariya version?
Yuf'il.
Yuf'ilu.
Yuf'ilu.
Yuf'ilu. And see again, how many letter in Huwa version? Madi?
4.
4.
4. And see, Mudariya is taking U sound.
Start. Oh.
Subhanallah. So Aslama will always be Yuslimu. So always the Mudariya is starting with U sound, and the middle root letter is taking kasra. This is how we are going to recognize. And this is how easy it will become for us to turn that into Mudariya. Even jahada yujahidu. See, starting with U sound, and the middle root letter is taking kasra.
Okay. And
Same in allama yuallimu. Same, the middle root letter is taking kasra. So they are very easy to understand, alhamdulillah. Allama yuallimu, jahada yujahidu, aslama yuslimu. Making sense?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
family 5. Tafarraqa. What is the jazar?
Faraka.
Faraqa.
Very good. Fa, ra, and qaf. Even in dictionary, if you want to find this word, you are not going to put fa, ra, qa. Rather, you're going to just, the jazar is fa, ra, and qaf.
Tafa'ala.
Very good. Very proud of you, Shabnam. Good job. tafarraqa. Okay, and mudariya would be,
يتفاءلوا
تفرق.
and wazan is,
يتفاءلوا
يتفاءلوا
very good, subhanallah, beautiful. Yatafa'alu.
فعلوا
And what do you guys notice over here? Tafarraqa, how many letters?
4
No.
four
Five
فارق
letters.
3
Five letters.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5
And that's why, see, mudariya is not starting with u sound.
okay
Subhanallah, see?
Mhm.
So tafarraqa, yatafarraqu. If you say yutafarraqu, that would be wrong.
Mhm.
Tafarraqa, yatafarraqu. And tafarraqa, just looking at this version, you are not going to think, oh, it is starting with ta. So that's why it is mudariya,
Mhm.
right? So you are going to confuse it with mudariya, but we should know if it was mudariya, it should be tafarraqu,
Ooh.
right? It's not tafarraqu. It's ending on fatha, because madi always going to end on
Fatah.
madi,
Fatha.
always gonna start end on fatha, and mudariya always end on
Dhamma.
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 okay. So we need to keep that in our mind, and inshallah that will help us out. Next one, ta'awana. What are the root letters? Jazar?
Ain, Waw, Noon.
Very
Ain,
good.
Waw,
Ain,
Noon.
Waw, and Noon are the jazar. And what is the wazan?
تفاءل
Tafa'ala.
تفاءل
Very good.
Tafa'una.
تفاءل
Tafa. We are
Tafa.
not going to change any
Hala.
haraka, okay? It is important. I heard tafa'ula. No, we cannot say tafa'ula. Why not? Because
تفا-
it is not ta'awuna,
Mm.
okay? It is
يتفاءل
ta'awana. So we need to keep the haraka in place. Whatever haraka is given, we need to follow these haraka. Okay? So that is ta'awana. Now, what is the wazan of yata'awanu?
Yatafa'alu.
يتفاءل
Very good.
يتفاءل
Yatafa'alu. Yatafa'alu.
ألو.
And the beauty of this word is ta'awana. The Urdu speaker would understand it better. What is ta'awana?
Cooperation.
Cooperation.
Cooperate.
Exactly. So when two parties are equally participating and no one has the upper hand on the other one, that is ta'awana. Okay, we said this basically, this alif is telling us that the action is
Other
happening
parties.
between two,
Two people.
Two parties.
right? But we have this alif in jahada as well.
Yeah.
So over here, one party can be overtake on other.
Other party. Other party.
Like our nafs sometimes take over us, right?
All the time.
So it will be sometimes greater or smaller, but here it will be equal, right?
Exactly, yeah. So over here in Jahada and beautiful is, we were doing Surat Luqman, and you know the ayah that is when the mother of, who is this companion, whose mother was blackmailing him? I'm forgetting the name.
Musab bin Umair. Musab bin Umair.
Yes. Yeah, Musab bin Umair. So, you know, the word is used for over there is this family. So mother was blackmailing the blackmailing. That's why this this family is used over there.
You mean Jahida family?
Jahada family is used over there. Yeah. Because mother was blackmailing the companion. Subhanallah. But in ta'awana, two parties are equally participating. No one is dominating over the other. Okay, next one. In qalaba, what is the jazar?
Qaf lam ba.
Qaf lam
Qaf,
ba.
lam, and ba.
Ba.
And what is the wazan?
In fa'ala.
Infa'ala.
Very good. Infala. So just we have extra Hamza and Noon in the beginning.
Alif. Alif. Hamza and Noon.
Hamza. We don't say Alif, we say Hamza.
Yes, Hamza and Noon.
Hamza and Noon, okay? So in qalaba, how many letters?
5.
5. So that's why, what do you see in Mudariya?
Yeah.
Yanfa'ilu. Yanfa'ilu.
Yun fa ilu.
Yanfa'ilu.
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 Yeah, exactly. Yanfa'ilu, and the Mudariya is starting with Fatha, not with Dhamma.
Fatha.
Why? Because this has 5 letters here. Right? So in qalaba would be always yanqalibu. And again, middle root letter is taking kasra.
Kasra.
So most of them are taking kasra, just other than this this tafarraqa family and this ta'awana family, right? So family 2, family 3, family 4, and then family 7. Even in family 8, you are seeing that, okay, there is kasra, right?
10 also.
And even in family 10. So mostly
9.
there are kasras. So only few families that are not taking kasra, rather they are taking fatha. And that is family 5 and 6.
5 and 7. 7 also?
Even 6. No, 7 is taking kasra.
No, 9.
9. Amara.
9 is not
Yeah.
taking fatha, it's taking
Yeah.
fatha.
Yeah, that is, yeah. Okay. So only 3 families are taking fatha, rather rest of them are taking kasra. So it's very easy to inshallah memorize and note down.
Yeah, headman.
Okay, then iqtaraba, what are the root letters?
Also, I put it. Sorry? I was cold. So I put
Do you want a hot water
Qaf Rebe.
Yeah.
Qaf Rabi.
Qaf, ra, and
Kafraba.
But it's warm.
Take it in and bring my number.
You put it on my.
put yourself who is
Can you turn your mic off, please?
so qaf, ra, and ba are the root letters, right? And what is the wazan?
Ifta'ala. Ifta'ala.
Very good.
Ifala.
Ifta'ala. So extra letter is ta over
Yep.
there. We are going to keep it ta. Okay,
Iqta.
our fa letter is qaf, right? So if, and then we have ta extra, and then we have ain, and then we have lam. If ta'ala. If ta'ala will change into,
Yaftailu.
okay,
Yafta'ilu.
that is yaqtaribu, it should be. Okay, not yaqtaribu, it's a printing mistake. Iqtaraba yaqtaribu. So it is schoon over here. Okay, so this is schoon basically, yaqtaribu.
Yeah.
And what is the wazan?
Yaftailu.
Yafta'ilu.
Yafta'ilu.
So it's fa or is it a qaf?
Qaf.
Because you wrote,
Yafta-
I think there's a dot missing, and if it looks like ifta'ala.
It
Should
is
be-
ifta'ala. Why?
Oh.
Because we are putting on the wazan of fa'ala, my love.
Oh, okay. Jazakallah.
Wayaki. Okay, so now, oops. Now number 9, the family 9 is only used for colors. Okay, so and that are not a lot in the Quran Pak, but inshallah we know that okay, there is a family that is dedicated to colors. So ihmarra, anyone knows
Mim
what
ra.
color is it?
Red.
Red.
Red
Red.
color. Ihmarra would be yahmarru. Yahmarru. Okay, if I give you the Sauda, Sin, Waw, and Dal are the root letter. What color is it?
Black.
It is
Black.
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 Right? Now, how we can turn into black color?
Ashwada.
Aswada.
Iswada. Iswada.
Iswad.
Iswadda.
Iswadda.
And
Iswadda.
Iswad.
Mudaria would be
Yes.
Yaswaddu.
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 Yaswaddu. So something turn into black. So what is Iswadda mean? He or it
Black.
turn into black.
Black.
It says, I think when there was a birth of a girl in Mushrikeen's family, right? So their face color turned into black.
Black.
Yeah. So Iswadda. And we say Hijri Aswad. Right?
Also in Jahannam, black color will be turned black when people feel after their sins, they will come to Jannah, they will be black, and then they will be turned into,
Into black
their,
color. Yeah. Yeah.
their
Their face.
black color will go, and then they will be turned white, actually, the normal color.
You mean the last person who will enter and
Yes,
then
yes.
yeah, exactly. So they will take a ghusl in some water, right? And then
Yes, yes.
their marks and everything will went off, right? So, yeah.
Yes.
So and then we have the word khadar, kha, dad, and ra, right?
Green.
Green. How we can turn into this family?
Ikhdarra.
Ikhdar.
Yes, ikhdarra and then yakhdaru.
Daru. Ikhdara yakhdaru.
Ikhdarra. So we have shadda over here. We need to make it proper, right? Ikhdarra. Okay, then becomes our family 10.
Yeah.
Istaghfara. So what are the jazar?
Ghain fa ra.
Ghain fa ra.
Ghain, fa, and ra. Okay, Ghain, fa, and ra is the jazar. And what is extra? Ista. And what is the wazan?
Istafala.
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 Allah.
And Mudaria would be?
Yes.
Yastafilu.
Exactly. Yastafilu. Yastafilu. Okay. Istafala would be yastafilu. So that is basically our Salasi Mazid Fihi families. And then this is the template we are going to always memorize for each and every family. This is called Sarf Saghir. So if I say, okay, give me Sarf Saghir or of this fail, you are going to give me that template. Sarf Saghir. Why we are calling them Sarf Saghir? Because we are not saying all 14 sigas of Madi or Mudariya. Rather, we are just giving, okay, Allama will be yu'allimu, and then it's masdar, then ism fa'il, and then it's majhul, Madi majhul, Mudariya majhul, ism maf'ul, and all that stuff. So everyone know what is fail Madi?
Yes.
Past tense, right? Everyone knows what is fail Mudariya?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Everyone knows what is masdar?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Masdar.
Name of the fail.
Yes, name of action. And masdar is the one we drive everything from there, right? So masdar is basically the mother of the word.
So we can say, because we say it's idea, because everything comes from the idea. That's why we call it masdar, and it's the source of every word.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
once we have idea, then only it can go into plan and then action.
Exactly, you can think that way. Then ism file. What is ism file?
The person who is doing
with the job.
Okay, but how it is different than ism file? How it is different? Then
From
file, yeah. What's the difference?
File is a doer of the work, who does the work, and ism file is the name, the name of the job actually. The job
Exactly.
is doing.
The person who is
Exactly.
doing it.
The difference is that ism file is one time job, and isme file is repeated act, like teacher.
Exactly. Yeah. So ism file is basically a title, right?
Yeah.
Can we say
Hmm?
ism file is like a masdar?
Hmm?
I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry.
No.
No, not like a masdar. Masdar is the name of the action, and ism file is, you can say, the person who does that action over and over, or basically this is the title of that person.
The master would be
For
education.
example, if we are talking about cooking, right?
Yeah.
So what would be the ism file?
Cooking will be masdar, and cook will be ism file.
Chef.
Chef.
Chef
Yeah.
would be the ism file out of it, right?
Yes.
Or what else?
Teacher isme file is three status, majroor, nasab, and rafa.
Exactly, yeah, that is also a thing. So ism file could be file, it could be rafa, right? It can play the role of a doer in the sentence, or it could be a nasab, it could be a detail,
Yes.
right? Or even it could be a jar status, right? So ism file, because now, when we say ism file, now this is some ism, and it is going to play any role an ism can play. Right? So an ism can be the subject of the sentence in Jumla Ismiya. Ism could be in Jumla Failure, it could be the doer, it could be the detail, it could be the jar majroor construction, right?
Can we say this is the name of the profession? Name of the profession actually is a doctor does it. It's a doctor, like teacher. It's a profession name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can think that way, right? But we should know the difference. What is we are not going to confuse ism file with the regular just the file, okay?
Okay, so masdar is always in the form of fatatan. Like
no, masdar is ism. It could be rafa, nasab, or jar. It is just because masdar is basically sometimes is detail, right? So that's why we say, okay, for example, we have allama yuallimu and then taliman, I mostly say, right?
Yeah.
Taliman. But you can say talimun as well, right?
And it will still be a masdar.
Yeah. It will take any status. It is an ism now.
Yes. Okay. Because you
so
said
it could
that
be nasab, jar, or whatever.
okay, because you explained that ism file is rafa nasab jar. So the
Same is
reason
masdar.
I'm
masdar.
I'm trying to differentiate between the two. Masdar.
Masdar is the name of the action. For example, okay, let's say we are talking about allama, right?
Yeah.
Allama mean he taught over here.
Yeah.
Over here he teaches.
Yeah.
Over here, what is the name of teaching then? I said already. So he taught, and the masdar would be teaching, right?
Teaching, yeah.
Allama.
Teaching. And now ism file is teacher.
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 You don't see the difference between teaching and teacher?
Yes, yes.
Right? And now this is a masdar, this is an ism. So this teaching could be in rafa status, it could be in nasab status, it could be in jar status, because this is an ism.
Okay.
So, and it can have 4 properties. Okay, it's
Yes.
gonna have status, it's gonna have number, status, number, gender, and type, everything.
Okay.
Right? Same is with the ism file.
Yeah.
So it is going to play a role of an ism now.
Yeah.
And now this ism gonna have all 4 properties: status, number, and gender, and type.
Yeah. I got it. Because ism file is always going to be a person.
It could be a person, it could be a
Just like a doer.
Ustada, can I tell something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ism file, the difference between ism file and file is that file is always in rafa. Ism file can take 3 status and is a title of the action.
Yeah.
And a title of the any job, etc. There's a teacher. It should be rafa, nasab, ajar. But file, it should be in rafa only.
Rafa, if it is ism, it can be anything, right? Rafa, nasab, jar.
But a file is belongs to the sentence.
No,
in the
she is
sentence.
talking about the file of
Doer.
Difference between
just the
ism
file.
and file.
So the file can only be Rafa.
Yeah,
Just-
file can only be rafa. File
Right.
cannot be
If it is,
jar.
if it is doer, if it is doer.
Actually, file is the part of the jumle failure. But ism file is the ism.
Okay,
Okay.
I think I put it somewhere. Okay, look at the example over here.
Oh, yes.
The teacher teaches. Now, who is the teacher? If I ask you what is the siga of the teacher, what should be the
Ism
answer?
file. Teacher
Exactly.
is
So this is ism file over here. And now in the sentence, it says the teacher teaches. And what is the status of this teacher over here?
Rafa. File.
Rafa, because this is the doer now.
Yes.
Right? So this is file of this action over here and Rafa in status. Right?
Yeah.
Now look at the second example. The students helped the teacher. So the teacher again is what?
Nasab.
Ism file. Okay.
File.
Now what is the status of this teacher ism file in the sentence now?
Nasab.
Nasab, because students helped the teacher. So this is nasab. This is detail now.
It can be anything.
Right? Next example. The notes of the teacher. Notes of the teacher. What is that?
Jar.
Possession is jar.
It's the jar.
Mudaf alayhi. So the status of that ism file over here is what?
Jar.
Jar. So the notes of the teacher were used by the student. So the ism file over here is in the status of jar. Make sense?
Very good. Jazakallah khair.
Alhamdulillah. So now we need to know difference between ism file and file. We are not going to confuse both of them. Difference between maf'ul and ism maf'ul. Now you guys tell me what is the difference between maf'ul and ism maf'ul?
Ism maf'ul is done.
Ism maf'ul
on whom the work is to be done.
Yes, so ism maf'ul is basically done to, right? So the object, the one who received the action.
Yes.
And the maf'ul would be what?
The detail.
Is it
detail? Okay, so that is always going to be nasab in status. But ism file, ism maf'ul. Are you going to say this is nasab in status?
No.
No.
It depends on the phrase.
Yeah. Okay, so ism file could be rafa, even it could be nasab or it could be jar.
Jar.
Because that is a ism of fool is basically ism now.
It is the recipient of the action, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And same the difference between zarf and ism zarf. Ism zarf is time and place of doing something.
Reaction.
And this zarf is now time and place. Again, this is an ism, it can play any role, but zarf is always, we know that it is going to be a mudaf ilayhi, right?
Zarf, zarf will be like a partial Muslim chart.
Masjid, masjidun, masjidan,
Yeah.
masjidin.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that is because this is not a living thing, right? So it is going to be a partially Muslim chart. Okay, so inshallah, I was thinking
what can we say zarf in English? Like we say
adverb. Adverb.
We say adverb. Okay, this is adverb, and ism zarf is
time and place of the action, but it turns into for example, masjid. What is masjid mean? Literally, masjid mean time and place of doing sajda.
Okay.
So the place
this,
of
this
doing
could be
sajda.
This will be a non-living thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
it
ism
would be
zarf will be
masjidun.
always non-living thing.
It would be masjidun, masjidan, masjidin, masjidani, masjidaini, masjidaini, and then masajidun, masajidan.
Can you please close your mic when you talk?
Okay, so inshallah, we took very long now.
Sister Nazat, can you please
Sister
mute your
Nazat, close
mic?
your mic, please.
Who is that?
Sister Nazat Fatima.
Okay, I'm gonna mute. Okay, so inshallah, we are going to continue on that. We are supposed to do practice over there. I'm gonna leave you guys, you're gonna do it practice, and inshallah together next class we are going to do it together. And then I put over here, that is family 2. So you guys can try it because you know it's easy. The template is right over here. And inshallah next class we are going to move on from here. Okay, and we will see some markers of this family too, inshallah. Make sense?
Do we have to convert them into this chart?
Exactly, yeah. Sarf Savir.
So we have to make all pattern of all these words. Okay, that's
Yeah,
great.
but they are not. You guys need to pay attention. They are not on Hua version, not all of them. So if they are not on Hua version, first you need to grab them into Hua version, and then you are going to do it. For example, over here, yuharrifunahu, right? So first you need to go Madi and Hua version. Madi and Hua version would be word.
Harfu?
Okay, that would be harrafa because it is on the pattern of allama. So whatever you see, some of them are on Hua version. Maybe you guys can take them only. Okay. So ajala, badala.
Because there are 39. If we do we have to make all 39 this Sarf
You need
Sagira?
to say them all 39, but you can write few of them. So Bayata, whatever is on Hua version, maybe you can write them down and the rest you're gonna try orally.
Okay. That's great. Inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. So we are going to end our session over here. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.